Do it.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Art Show. I am sorry I am having computer camera issues. I turned it off 5 times or 6 times already and it will not come on. So with us tonight is Justin Starcher, Mr.
Woo!
Ding 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 ding
Other
ding
than
ding.
himself. But we're talking about Father's Day and how a single father can deal with doing business, life, and work while having a kid. Or two, or three, or four, or five.
Oh, busy
And
man.
as usual, with me is Cool Toads. So, now you want to say anything?
Hi, and check out the Frog Pond on
Rock
Facebook.
on.
Yep, Facebook/groups. Wait, Facebook.com/groups/Toadcast, I believe, or Cool Toads, one of those two. I believe it's Toadcast though, and it'll get to the Frog Pond, and it's just a little group put together. There's only like 90 people in it right now, but yep.
Very
And
nice.
as I said before, our guest tonight is Justin Starcher.
What's up?
Well, let's tell everybody a little bit about yourself since you've been gone for almost a whole year. You were here with us in October.
Yes. Yeah, my name is Justin Starcher. I am a dad. I have a beautiful daughter. She is 8 years old. She is my life. Everything revolves around her, of course. And I do sell on eBay. I used to dabble on Craigslist. I used to dabble on Amazon. But I really gave a bunch of all those up because, spending time with my daughter. And I do sell on eBay. For the most part, I would say, I guess there's three categories. You got your full-timer, you got your part-timer, you got your hobbyist. I was a part-timer. I kind of would say I moved down to a hobbyist. I do love, finding, the gems out there and, getting the cha-chings. I guess more for me, it's more like an addiction, being able to find something for $1 and reselling it for $20, $30, or actually this past week I got something for free and sold it for 70 shipped. So I pretty much do it to cover extra cost with my daughter. Like we went to Busch Gardens today. She wanted Dippin' Dots and she wanted a water and all that other stuff. So, it was about I have a Busch Gardens pass. It hit me up for about $10. So, it's a wash.
And let's just let some people know that you're going to, if we, how well things go tonight, we'll have some prizes for people.
Woo! Yeah, I love prizes. Because for me personally, I just like giving stuff away. I mean, it makes me feel good. I have a couple items here throughout the night that are usable items that anybody can use that people need. Well, there's actually one item. It might be a bonus item that you don't really need. You might want, but you don't need. So what I'm going to do right now, before we get started, is for my boy Chris here, in my paying for, not paying, I mean, what am I looking for? Am I encouraging, the thumbs up? At 10 thumbs up, I'll give away one prize. At 20 thumbs up, I'll give out another prize. And at 40 thumbs up, I'll give out another prize. And if we miraculously hit 60 thumbs, I'll give out another prize. So that's 4 prizes tonight.
Dang, dude.
4 prizes. I'm not joking. I will go tomorrow and I will put them in. I will go to USPS, put them in. You'll get them. Most of them, I think. Let me look real quick because I have them here behind the computer. We'll go in the padded flat rate, and you'll get them in 2 to 3 days. So that's what I'm gonna do.
And I thought we agreed after before we hit the button that you're going to have a question for a prize.
Yes, the first question for the thumbs up is going to be the last 2 digits of my birth year, Sean's birth year, and Chris's birth year. Add them together. Whoever the first person is to get that number will get the prize. But we have to get to we have to get to the thumbs up. If we're not at the thumbs up, it's all good. Am I buying thumbs up? Yes, I am.
The key there is the last 2 digits of each one.
Last 2 digits. Last 2 digits.
Because I can't count the other that high. So.
Well,
and actually, as we know, I can't count the low numbers either. So yeah.
Well, I should tell you right now, we are on my side. We're at 17. Well, now up to 18 viewers. So if all 18 viewers hit now, we can almost get to the second question before we even get to the first half hour.
And I want to just kind of put a Father's Day story out there. Number one, I want to say Happy Father's Day to everybody. If you're a father, Happy Father's Day. Number two, I want to shout out my dad. I was adopted. My mom got remarried. He was in my life all, pretty much throughout. And he passed away 4 years ago, actually on June 16th, on his birthday. So,
oh, man. Mine's the 15th.
Dad, I love you. R.I.P. And Happy Father's Day to you. To all the servicemen and women out there. They're out to sea, or they're out in the field, protecting us, and they don't get to see their kids. So definitely a Happy Father's Day to all, all the servicemen out there. Thank you, and, let's have fun tonight.
Well, I'll start with this question because I don't have all my questions written down like I normally do. This is a special kind of show tonight. So, how did you run working a 40-hour job, reselling, plus spending time with your daughter?
All right. For me personally, it's my daughter first. I've actually worked it out with my daughter's mother that we've actually had a civil agreement that, with her work schedule and my work schedule, is pretty much 50-50, which I love. With her work schedule, 1 week I have my daughter 5 nights, and on another week, the next week I have my daughter 2 nights, and then it just goes 5 nights, 2 nights, 5 nights, 2 nights. So this week, personally, I had my daughter 5 nights, and it's for me personally, it's the best time ever. That's the most important thing to me is my daughter. Everything that I do is for my daughter. Every last dime that I make is for my daughter, and that's pretty much it. If it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't be here right now, to be honest. I probably would be, who knows? But I wouldn't be here. She's a ray of sunshine. She motivates me to motivate, and I think a lot of people actually probably have seen her in, past videos or whatever. At times she likes to, express her opinions, which is awesome. I'm all for that. But
she does that well.
Yeah,
it's awesome. It actually is. It's funny too. Sometimes, man, she's a crack up.
Yeah, she's the best, and it was kind of weird. I got a couple stories real quick. Today, we woke up, I made her breakfast, and she told me, she was like, Dad, Happy Father's Day. And last night she couldn't wait. She's like me. If you're going to get a gift, don't get it on Father's Day or Christmas. Get it the day before, Let's open them up. So last night, I pick her up from work, I bring her back here, and she has a bag, and she's like, Happy Father's Day. and she hands me this bag, and this shirt that I'm wearing right now is from my daughter. It's actually, she gave me 2 shirts, this shirt and a green shirt. They're both dry fit, and actually, they're my 2 favorite shirts, honestly. If I start making more videos, you're going to see this shirt and my green shirt all the time because it is what it is. And not saying that I have given her a way to get stuff cheap or cheaper than going out and paying retail, but she did get them at a yard sale.
Wow, very cool.
Yes, and you know, I don't know if I've ever worn a yard sale item before. Not that it's good or bad, but hey, these shirts are tight. I love them.
Awesome.
And I have another story, real quick. This morning we wake up, and this is part of the last story. She says, "Dad," she goes, "I know you want to list some stuff on eBay." She says, "You can have the morning time to list and the evening time before my mother picks me up to list." She goes, "But from 1 to 4, we're going to play games, do whatever I want to do." And I was like, cool. Whatever you want to do. So I'm thinking at 1 o'clock we're going to play games, or we're going to, maybe do some arts and crafts, or whatever. Go out to the park, go to the pool. And remember, she said 1 to 4 was going to be her time, and the time before that and the time after that was going to be my time. So at 10:30, she says, "Dad." I'm like, "Yeah, babe." Or actually, I call her beautiful. I'm like, "Yeah, beautiful." She says, "Can we go to Busch Gardens?" And this is 10:30. And I'm looking at the clock, and I'm like, it's not 1 o'clock yet, but, I'm not saying it. And I'm like, you know what? Of course. Let's go to Busch Gardens. So we go to Busch Gardens, and we have a good time. And, the rest is history. We got back a few hours ago, and her mom picked her up. And here I am on the R show. Thank you, Chris.
Thanks for being here. We had a question. We have not shared our years of birth yet, but do we have enough likes, Sean? That's the question.
Yes, we have enough likes, but we haven't gotten the right number yet. Been semi-close. I love.
Oh, you did that? Okay.
Do what?
I didn't know you already let them know the years. Okay.
No, I didn't let them know yet. I just said they're close. They started guessing, and they haven't gotten there yet. So.
Well, they gotta do the math. They don't know the years that we were born. So let's tell our years that we were born. Everybody, just so you know, I'm the youngest one on the panel. I was born in '74.
Oh, come on now. Don't make it that easy.
Not the years.
All I need is the address.
No, we said the last 2 digits of the year.
And it's going out. But just real quick, as Sean and Chris both know, and I guess your first names are not anything that nobody knows. Sorry if it.
No, I don't care. 420.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But I would say probably about. I think my last video was about 5 months ago, and I really haven't made a video in probably since then, probably a year. And I've really been out of the community for not quite a year because I've been dating my girlfriend for, I want to say 11 months. And if she was here right now, which she's on her way, if I got it wrong, she would correct me. So, the question was earlier, about working 40 hours and spending time with your daughter and spending time, I don't think spending time with your girlfriend was part of the question, but I'm going to throw it in there. I work 40 hours a week. 9 times out of 10, I go in at 6 o'clock in the morning. I usually wake up about 5:20, 5:30. And when I get off, I mean, there's usually ample time for me to, list 5 to 10 items. But do I always do it? Definitely not. A lot of times I come home and I take a nap, or I come home and I clean the house from, if my daughter was here, we can tear up a place pretty quick. So I'm always, doing dishes and laundry and cooking and all that other stuff. So I definitely have to take care of, all that kind of stuff. But the time is out there. I mean, I guess it's to be a little bit, I guess, more organized on my part. But do I always want to do it? No. Do I need to do it? I would say no, and I would say yes. I would say right now I am at the, pretty much at a baseline. And the reason I have picked up my listings is I want more. I want my daughter to. There's been times when she's been like, "Hey, Dad, can we go to the movies, or can we do this or do that?" And I'm like, "Nah, money's a little tight, but maybe next week." I mean, not all the time is everything, peaches and cream. So when I'm really ramping on my eBay listings, it's pretty much to, give my daughter all the extra stuff that she wants to do. And, that's pretty much that. So, and as far as my girlfriend's concerned, she's, she's awesome. She's beautiful. She'll be here, I don't know, in the next 10, 15, 20 minutes. But, I love spending time with her. She's definitely not coming on camera.
Well, that's what we had a friend that sent the, they're asking if you're going to be able to meet your girlfriend.
That's a negative. I asked her that question, and she was like, no. That's the answer to that. But, maybe in time, she'll be comfortable getting in the camera. I mean, she's super beautiful, so, I mean, I don't know why she wouldn't. Right now, and this is going to sound strange because me and my daughter's mother have a very civil, good, I would say good friendship. But I would actually say the 4, because if my mom was watching this, she would, definitely drive down here and punch me in the face if I didn't mention her. But the 4, most important women in my life right now are my mom, my daughter, my girlfriend, and my daughter's mother. So that's that. What we got, Chris?
Well, they still haven't gotten it right. I see you guys intently watching the numbers go up.
Yeah. Giving them little tiny hints here and there. Just like somebody was 1 off, somebody was 2 off. Yeah.
I sent a message to you in our group chat.
Uh-oh.
Do we have any questions for me on how I balance day-to-day life or with my daughter or any of that stuff?
Well, yeah, we can. How often do you go out? I know you just say you do it hobbyist, but how often do you go out and get stuff when you're with your daughter? Like, do you get her do the picking, or do you actually try to teach her what to look for?
Well, that's a good question. Actually, she loves every Saturday. We don't go every Saturday, but every Saturday locally here, there's a place called the Thrift Spot. They're only open from 8 to 12, 1 day a week, or maybe you take the 4, but I usually go in the morning, so I know they open at 8. And, she'll wake up in the morning, Dad, hey, can we go to the Thrift Spot? But 9 times out of 10, when I go, she is coming back with Barbies and games and clothes and all this other stuff. So it is what it is. As far as how long I go out and I source, I would say this week I did some sourcing online. I bought 4 Vera Bradley purses on a Facebook group. And since I would say probably I've gone to the thrift stores once every, couple of weeks. Haven't really bought anything, and I've also gone to definitely gone to thrift spot, definitely gone to Goodwills. Oh, and I've been hitting up some yard sales, but not a whole lot here in the last, I would say easily 6 months. I have been doing some, but I do still get a lot of free stuff. People at my work, at where I work at, there's like over 200, 250 employees, and they tell me they know what I do. I tell them, this is what I do. And people come in all the time and be like, hey, Justin, sell this. And I'm like, well, what do you want for it? And they're like, just keep it. And, that's also how I got the, it was a beauty salon faucet fixture, kind of like a shampoo station thing. And actually, my mom's boyfriend, he's moving, and he had some extra stuff laying around the house. He just gave it to me, and I sold it the other day for $70, and I got it for free. So you just got to keep the lines of communication out there. Tell people what you do, and a lot of times the stuff you'll just get for free. And, I mean, that's the best stuff to sell. When you don't have any cost into it, flip it.
Oh, we got a winner. Winner.
Yep. Arbitrage Albatross, a.k.a. Brian. Yes, 228.
228 is the winner.
Yep.
So does he want to know if he wins or what? Or does he have to wait?
Huh? What was that?
That's up to you.
Did I show him the prize? Because I have 4. I didn't, pick one as 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Well, that's up to you.
If I know my man, go ahead and say his name, Sean, because I can't pronounce it. Albatross?
Yep. Pretty close.
I do know him, and I do know that he can use this. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day he can use it. Go ahead and hit Sean or Chris up with your address, and I'll go ahead and ship it out. Hopefully I can get some padded flat rate mailers. Usually my post office has them because I haven't had any delivered to me here lately. But I will show you what you won. Are you ready? Dun, drum roll.
I have his address. I'll send it to you.
Is it already 9:23? Because I feel like, we just started.
It is.
All right. Well, the first prize is, let's see here.
Your
First
chin hair. Awesome.
You got my chin hair?
Yeah, apparently.
The first one is that this is, I've actually tried to sell this in my eBay store. Not that it's not a good item, not that it's something that you can't resell personally. I just can't resell it. So maybe you can use some different tricks that you know that I don't know, or you can just use it yourself because it is an awesome item. But what you have won is a Gordon professional swivel head flashlight with the handy clip, allowing many hand-free uses. And here it is, right here.
Hey.
It has batteries right there. You got batteries. You got the flashlight. Hey, it might even help you do some picking in the dark. If you go to yard sales when it's 6 a.m. and the sun's not out, boom, there you go.
And we have another question. What do you like to look for?
What do I like to look for? That's a very interesting question. I like to look for things that, A, have a high margin. B, if it doesn't have a high margin, if the margin is, not as great, I do like to find stuff that I know for a fact in my head that will go in either a small flat rate, a medium flat rate, or a large flat rate, because I already have the shipping in my head for those prices.
Okay. We are at 29 viewers. I don't know how many likes we have. I can't see that.
Well, people that are out there that are watching this, tell your friends, even if they haven't ever seen the show before, just tell them, get them in here. I mean, what are we waiting for? We need to be at about at least 40 views, right? I mean, 40 40 watches right now and at least 30 likes. That's nothing that we can't do.
Especially when you got more prizes for more likes. So you got another prize coming at we hit 20 likes.
All right, I'm at 22 now, so.
Woo! y'all are gonna clean me out. Y'all are gonna clean me out.
You only need 28 more.
Well, let's see. Now you hit 21. You got to ask that question, Justin.
I thought it was 10, 20, and 40. Did I get it wrong?
No,
10,
you got
20,
it
and
right.
40.
It just took them 10 more likes to get to the guess right for the first one.
Yep.
Okay, excellent. Just so everybody knows, my girlfriend did show up. She's looking at me like I'm a little bit crazy because I am a little crazy. I did shout her out a little while ago.
Hi.
And no, she's not coming on the camera. She did go to the beach today. She did get sunburnt, and yeah. So maybe in the future I can squeeze her into the camera, or maybe I don't know. I wouldn't do that. I was going to say put her on there without her knowing, but that's rude. So that's not me. That's not what I do. That's not what I'm about. So does anybody out there have any questions for me? Because I want some questions.
Well, we got a question, but don't forget we still have that 20 like question prize that you got to give out yet. We got a question from Chad, Golden Finger Picker.
Woo! Golden Finger Picker, what's up?
Wants to know when are you coming to visit him?
When am I coming to visit him? Well, that's a very good question. I would have to say probably in the year 2020. No, I'm just joking. If everything goes well, I have about 4 or 5 people, and I'm talking about family members that I haven't seen. But I would really like September-ish, October-ish. I have a Navy reunion coming up in September. I'm really trying to build some capital so I can take about a month off and visit everybody that I want to see. I'm talking about family members. I'm talking about friends. So I would say if things are looking good, I would say September, October. I hope you have the pool ready, and I hope that things are well with you and the family.
And you have an offer to go to Nova to get some good drifting by Joseph Hare.
Where is that at? Nova?
Northern
Nova Scotia.
Woo! Are you paying? Are you paying for the trip?
I think it means North Virginia.
Oh.
Oh, well, I mean, that's doable because I live in Virginia. So I live in Williamsburg, Virginia. I don't know if I put that out there before. And I do have a YouTube channel. I don't even know why I'm putting that out there, but because I haven't made a video in 5-6 months. But
you haven't made one since you said New Year's. Right before the show started, you said you haven't made one since New Year's.
yeah, it's been a good 5 or 6 months. And actually, my daughter was on there, and it was funny because we were talking about earlier about being, with me and my daughter's mother, we were talking about being civil because we are civil and we have a good friendship, I would like to think. But when I made that video, she was actually on there, and she did not, I will not say she didn't approve, but she thought that it would be in the best interest of my daughter not to put her out there like that. So, as you have seen, she hasn't been on another video since. But my daughter's been like, hey, Dad, can we make a YouTube video? Can we make a kids video? Can we make a toys video? Can we do a toys review? So I'm like, maybe. Let me talk to your mom. I'll figure something out. Maybe.
You can still do it without being on the camera.
Yes.
Like
and
the toy reviews and stuff.
And that's funny because my 8-year-old daughter, she actually said, Dad, I don't have to be on the camera. I can be off to the side and just talk. And I'm like, okay.
There you go.
I might actually do that. I got a couple announcements. Nothing huge, but I am thinking about doing a show. I'm putting it out there. I'm not exactly sure what day. I'm not exactly sure what time, but it's going to be kind of like, it might be 30 minutes, it might be 45 minutes, it might even stretch an hour, but there will be content as far as whatever we want to talk about. And what I'm going to do is, it's going to be a little different. it's going to be kind of old school, 80s and 90s. I don't remember if you remember. Did I just talk over my words?
Pretty much.
Yeah, but it's going to be pretty much. I'm going to put out my phone number, and I am actually going to have a live hangout, and people can actually call into me, and it's going to be live. So whatever you say to me is going to be on YouTube. So if it gets too bad or too hairy, or I'm not liking the direction that it's going, I'll just change my number and cancel the show. But I think we can have some fun. I think it's different. It's kind of 80s, 90s, old school, kind of like you would call into a radio station, ask a question. It can be about picking. It can be about reselling. It can be about life. It can be about whatever. It can be about how do I get a stain out of my dirty sock. It can be, how do I clean my refrigerator? How do I clean my oven? What's the best way to vacuum? Do I go left? Do I go right? Whatever. So it's going to be different, but I think it can be fun, and I think we can have a lot of fun doing it. So I'll give more details later. I will say it will probably be about 50% resale, making money, and the other 50% will be hogwash. But I think it will be fun. And if I'm getting strange phone calls in the middle of the day, I'll just change my number. It's not that hard to do. I call Verizon, I want a number change, boom, done. And then I'll just stop and I'll go, in a different direction.
Well, we have a question here from Dustin Saunders.
Bring it.
What are two of your favorite items you pick regardless of profit?
Two of my favorite items that I picked regardless of profit.
I think he means what you would keep picking no matter what the profit is. That you just love it too much to not buy it to resell.
Yeah, even if you make $1.
Right. I would say clothes. I love clothes. I don't know. I think a lot of people are into clothes. I just like finding crazy, abstract clothes that, when you see it, it's like, just pretty much a punch in the face. Or something that is old school that brings somebody back to their childhood, or something like that. I love sports related stuff, so anything sports related, if I can get it for a good price, I'm definitely picking that up. Even if for me personally, if I pick something up and let's say I have $1, $2, $3 in it, if I can sell it for $1, $2, $3, and even if I make $1, or if after ship, as long as I can repurpose it and give somebody something that they like. If 9 times out of 10, the first thing that hits in my head is A, do I like it, and B, would somebody else like it? So that could be a good thing, or that could be a bad thing.
We have another question from. We have a question from Brian. Albatross.
Yes.
Do you still pick turbo roasters?
Do I still pick turbo roasters? I would say the turbo roaster was an epic fail. It was weird because I was at work and there's a corner of the store that they have all their clearance merchandise in. I walked by and it was the first thing that hit me was the as seen on TV. That must be the most branded, most hit you in the face logo that is out there.
Yeah, it is actually. I think.
I mean, as soon as As soon as I saw it, I was drawn to it. I didn't even care what the item was. So I looked at it, and they were selling each unit for $2.74. And I was like, this item is a $9.99 or $19.99 item all day, every day. So they had 6 of them on the shelf. I picked up 4 of them, and I think I might have sold 1. And I don't think I made any money on it. I think I just took it as a loss. I think I got my money back, but then I ended up giving 3 out as gifts.
I know we got 1 of them.
Yes, and you got 1 of them, and a couple other people got the other 2 or whatever. I hope you used them. I never got any feedback about how they work, but it is what it is. I hope you liked it. Did you use it, Chris?
I think the wife did right after you gave it. I don't know why we didn't tell you about it.
So did it work?
Yeah, it worked.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about. You were supposed to be able to take like a Cornish hen or a chicken or a turkey or some kind of bird, stuff this unit inside of it, and it was supposed to increase it was supposed to cut the cooking time in half.
It's Joni Kramer said you should get a Google voice number for free and forward it to your cell. And that'll keep your personal number safe. But also, Phoenix Picker Janet said get a pay-as-you-go phone. That might work out well too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
There's no tracing on the pay-as-you-go, so.
Yep, that's true. Very good idea.
So you shouldn't have given out your idea until you started it, because now it might get stolen in a day or two.
Well, that's fine. I have the good part about this is I don't want to say I'm a wealth of knowledge because I'm definitely not, but I had many ideas. So if this idea got stolen, I have another idea. So I have, my mind is always going as far as making money, doing different stuff, because I just like to have fun. And if it's something that I can do and have fun, that's what it's all about for me. Like a lot of times, when I first got into the community of reselling, I enjoyed doing it. But then when I got in and I started meeting all these great people, Sean and Chris and so many others out there, that it even made it that much more enjoyable. So that's what it's all about for me. I would say that I do it, A, for fun, B, for money. A lot of people would probably go money fun, but I go fun money. I think I'm going to get a t-shirt made, fun money.
Okay, I got a question for you. What's your question for the prize, for the second prize? I know we hit over 20 likes already.
All right, the question, and this might take a while because it's already 9:38, and I'll give a hint to start, but what item do I have, and it is edible, and I will ship it out to you. It is new in a package. I don't know how it's going to be when it gets to you. I think it'll be all right because a lot of these items, when it goes from, because I'm in the retail business, so I unload trucks, I load trucks every day, and we get candy items. That is your hint. I get candy items all the time. So, and they're fine with the heat. So if you can guess what item I have now behind my computer, I will ship it out to you tomorrow, one way or another. I think
Corona Light.
No, it's not Corona Light. That's off to the left. My girlfriend's laughing. She thought that was funny. The Corona Light is off to the left. But this is a candy item. It's behind the computer. If you can guess what it is, you're getting it.
Arbitrage Albatross says edible panties.
I will say this. You're not getting this one because I'm eating this one tonight. I will go to the store tomorrow and get you another one.
Hey, you have to let me know what you're eating.
I will, as soon as somebody guesses it.
Oh, you're going to watch the chat?
Oh, should I watch the chat?
Well, not if that's what my job is, but you can put in our chat, you can put what it is, and then I can tell if somebody wins.
I don't have your chat open. I don't even know how to do it. I told you I wasn't computer savvy. I told you that's why you were going to be the engineer you show.
On the left-hand side,
yep,
up in the top corner of that black part, it should say chat up there. So it's like a blue box with white lines.
Yep.
Click on that.
Yep. Oh, that's what that box is for?
Yep. Click on that. And on the right-hand side, it should open up a white giant strip of whatever. Do you see chatting in there?
Yeah, I do.
So on the bottom, you'll see a blue square, and you can chat in there. And
yeah, I got that.
Okay.
We're good.
I thought we had to hold your hand through the whole thing, man.
No, I do like it when you hold my hand because it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy. But I'm good.
Well, it's not that kind of show.
Well, that's where you can put what it is that you got behind the computer, so when they guess it, somebody might have guessed it, or we don't know.
Well, I'm scared because if I put it in there, it might be on the regular. Oh, well, no, because on my right it says group chat.
Yeah, that's our chat.
That's our chat, yeah.
Okay.
Us on the panel.
All right. I don't know how to spell it. All right.
Uh-oh. Well, look at the package.
Well,
Don't you have the package?
I do, but I'm just going to go ahead and just wing it. You'll know what I'm talking about.
I
And
hope.
while you're typing that, I'll read off another question to you.
Bring it. I love questions.
Treasured Vintage wants to know, do you do Amazon, and which platform is your favorite to sell on?
All right. Do I do Amazon, and what is my favorite platform to sell on? Is that what we're going with?
Yep.
All right. Amazon. Yes, I have sold on Amazon. Everything for me has been merchant fulfilled. I don't do it anymore because I was doing too many platforms. I was doing eBay, I was doing Amazon, and I was doing Craigslist. And for me personally, trying to focus my time in 3 different areas when I haven't perfected one didn't make any sense. So I stopped selling on Amazon. I haven't sold anything on Craigslist. I don't believe. I am trying to sell something on a local Facebook group for my mother, but most for me is eBay, 100% eBay. I have the basic store, 150, I think, free listings, and I'm at 112. So my goal is to be at 150. Why have 150, item store for a basic store if you're not even up to 150? So that's my goal.
Oh, they're still guessing.
I gave him another hint, said not chocolate, just to make it, a little bit easier.
What? That makes it easier.
No, look, all the sugar stuff out there, man. See, they're not even close yet.
Nope. And while we're doing this, I'm going to ask if everybody that got a prize from me from 2 weeks ago received their prize this past week. I know I sent it out, and I let everybody know it was going out, but I want to make sure everybody got them. So if Shauna can, I'll help keep an eye on that too.
Oh, speaking of prizes, Retro Aficionado says he's still. Oh, Phoenix Picker Janet just guessed it. Retro Aficionado says he still has her wine. I have to remind him.
I don't have it here.
Phoenix Picker Janet guessed Twizzlers.
Twizzlers. Is that what I have? Is that what I have? Is that what I have? Let me break them out. Twizzlers.
See, out here they got ones called red vines, which is basically the same thing.
Yeah, I like red vines better.
In the winter of that, if you prefer a certain flavor, I usually get strawberry, but if you like the chocolate or the cherry, just let Shauna Chris know, and I'll make sure you get the one that you want.
All right, Dana, you're the second winner. Congrats.
Gobstoppers.
They're still guessing. That's because of their leg.
Yeah.
All right.
Earlier, Treasured Vintage, which is Angie, said she said you were in the Navy. So what'd you do in the Navy?
Yes, I was in the Navy. I was in the Navy from 1992 to 1996. I was stationed in San Diego, California, aboard the USS Essex LHD-2, which is an amphibious assault ship. And just to kind of break it down in a nutshell, is we have the sailors, but what we also do is we support the Marines that come on board, and they bring on these ships, not to get into too many specifics, but all their hardware, hovercrafts, helicopters, Harriers, tanks, anything that you can assault a beach with, that's what we're doing. And what I did is I worked on the flight deck. I worked in aviation, bosun mate. My title was ABF, and it was aviation bosun mate's fuel. So For the first part of my term, I worked below decks, which was getting the fuel from the bottom of the ship to the top. And the second 2 years, I worked on the flight deck, actually hooking up to a hot jet or a hot helo and refueling, jets or helos or whatever, Harriers. And I would say that for the most part, if anybody has seen the movie, oh my gosh, I put myself on the spot, Black Hawk Down, I was actually a part of that in Somalia. And that's pretty much what I did when I was in the Navy.
Did you sell your Navy gear yet?
My Navy gear, no, I actually have all my Navy gear, and it doesn't fit. I have all my medals, I have all my patches, I have all my ribbons. And you can actually go to my Facebook page, and I put everything out there. I'm pretty, transparent as far as who I am, what I do, and, you can... You know my name from here. You can just look it up on Facebook, and you can go into my Facebook is totally open. I trust everybody. If you don't, if something happens, I'll just shut it down. That's just the way I work. If it's good, it's good, and if it's bad and I don't like it, I just shut it down and start a new one. So you can go to my Facebook page. I have plenty of Navy photos on there of when I was in the Navy. I don't look exactly what I look like now, but it's all good. There's some good scenes of, the ship, ocean, me, the crew, and, my family. So it is what it is. Enjoy.
I think Angie Martin used to be a spy. She knows all kinds of things you just would not think she would know or do.
Ask you a question. Did you ever see any Paladin M109 A6 howitzers? She worked on those.
I would say that would be, I want to say that's a negative. I saw plenty of firepower. I saw plenty of stuff that you would not want to run into in a back alley. But that specific, I don't think so.
One more thing. Picker Janet says that you can send the Twizzlers also if you want. And we are all caught up in the chat.
Okay, well, Sean, do you have any questions in regards to Father's Day reselling?
No.
Well, okay. Well,
Sadly, I haven't been blessed to be a father, so I don't know. I don't have questions like that, I guess. I don't know.
Would you want your daughter to follow in your footsteps and become a reseller, or have an actual job?
Ooh,
Just over broke.
That is the best question of the night. My daughter, and I'm going to... Yeah, that's a good question. That's a real good question. My daughter is super duper smart, and I'm not saying that being biased because I'm her father, but I have seen people out there, and I'm not talking about me personally. I have seen people out there and the money that they make and the money that they can make, and I think that if she were to do it with her knowledge as she grows up, I think that she would be super successful in it. So I would say, yeah, if she wanted to do it, I would be all for it. I think she would make a killing. I think she would, she would, she can do it, and I would support her. But yeah, she would be fine, and she would do it the right way.
We have a question from Jason Neal, sorry. Justin, any shore leave stories?
Any what stories?
Shore leave when you're military time.
Stories. Are we really going there right now? I mean, I was in the Navy, and you know about sailors, right? Which one do you want? I have a couple, and I would actually be putting myself...
Okay, I'm going to put it this way. Famous, because we don't know if any kids are watching.
Okay, because my girlfriend's here, and I don't even think that she knows A couple of stories that I have. Let's think. Can we come back to that? Because it was
Okay.
one I wanted to talk about, and it just.
Another question then from Dustin Saunders and Sean. Keep an eye on the like. We gotta get to that. What is it for the next
We're good
prize?
40.
That's right. We gotta get to 40, and we're only at 26 viewers, so we gotta get up to viewers to get to that 40 like.
All right, yeah. Tell your friends and everybody, come on aboard and watch the show. But I do remember a story, and actually, I think I did tell my girlfriend this. And if my daughter sees this, then it will just be a learning experience because I'll tell her about it later.
Which is like 20.
Yeah, but I mean, it's actually a good. It can actually turn into a good father-daughter talk. When I was in the Navy, me and my fellow shipmates, as we call each other, went out and we were rummaging around town and doing what we do. Of course, we were, having a couple beers, doing a little bit of partying, and we had met, a few ladies on the, I don't know where we were at. I do know where we were at. We were in Australia. And actually, that was the best part about going into the service, except for defending my country, going to the crazy, awesome places that I went to: Australia, Singapore, Hong Kong, Hawaii. I went a lot of places. But we were in Australia, and we had went back to the hotel room, and we were just having, a party. I mean, we were playing drinking games, as you do when you're cooped up on the boat for 45, 60, 90 days. You don't want to go sightseeing. What do you want to go do? You want to go, you want to go party. So we were in the hotel room, and these ladies that were there. Am I really going to put this out there?
Apparently.
Yeah, these ladies that were there, they were like, "Hey, do you mind if we smoke our own cigarette?" And I was like, "I don't care. I mean, do what you got to do." So, anyways, they took out like a pouch or whatever, and they started rolling their own cigarettes. And I'm like, "All right." And they're like, "Do you smoke?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I kind of social smoke, here and there." And they're like, "Hey, do you want to try it?" And I'm like, "Well, I was going to smoke anyway, so yeah, I'll try it." Next thing I know, the next day, about 5 minutes later, I pass out. I don't know what's left. I don't know what's right. So I wake up the next morning, and one of the guys, that I was with, was like, "Hey, do you remember last night?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I remember, everything up to this certain point." And they're like, "Well, do you know what you did?" And I'm like, "Nah." And they're like, "Well, we think you smoked some weed." And I'm like, "No, it was a cigarette." And they're like, "No, I think it was, weed." And I'm like, "All right." So, anyways, with all that being said, from this point on, that was my only time, and I'm being totally honest with this. That was my only time, if I ever did, because I still don't think I did. That was my only time that I partaked in a little, ganja, or as people would say, the wacky weed.
We have another question from Dustin Saunders. He wants to know, well, we covered this earlier, but we'll repeat it. If you have a full-time job, when do you pick?
All right, break it down one more time. You broke up.
When he wants to know, since you have a full-time job, when do you pick? We covered this earlier, but well.
All right. When do I pick? Okay, so this is actually a good question. I pick a lot of times when I have my daughter because she enjoys it, even though it does become a hassle sometimes because she hits me with the "Daddy, can I have this? Daddy, can I have that?" So usually before we go to a spot, we usually have some limitations on. All right, this is your amount. This is what you can do. Figure out with this $3 or $5 what you want to buy. Once it's done, once you've hit your limit, you're over. I do some picking on my lunch break. We do have a discount store beside where I work at, and I do go there time to time and pick up some items. There is a thrift store. There's actually about 3 or 4 thrift stores within about 2 or 3 miles of me. So Never before work because they're never open, but usually when I get off of work or on an off day, that's when I do it. And I don't do it a lot. I mean, I could definitely crush it a whole lot harder. I would say, when I do it for about an hour or 2 hours in a week, and then I'm pretty much done. But when I do it, I hit it pretty hard for those 1 or 2 hours, and I end up with 15, 20 items, and, that carries me on for, I don't know, for a while.
Turtle Trader wanted to thank you for your service.
Well, thank you.
And I would try what I see any large 60s.
Large 60s? No, but I saw some large 50s.
No, large 60s. Military.
Yeah.
Oh,
60,
okay.
no, 50, yes.
Okay. I think you said large 50s. I was like, wait a minute. Okay, Mr. Sadie, 1, 2, 3. Glad to have you here. You're going to be on here sometime. We're going to work that out. Also, did you eat a box of Captain Crunch and watch the Three Stooges? Someone I know used to do that. Apparently, when you talk about your weed experience.
No, that was my only time. So, I mean, it was pretty much me partaking, and then 5 minutes later, pretty much being asleep, and then waking up the next morning going, where did everybody go?
Okay. Dustin has another question for you. Do you have chores for your daughter to earn money to buy things when she goes with you?
Ooh, good question. We are actually starting to get into that a little bit more now because I don't want to say I'm OCD, but a lot of times if she wanted to do something like wash dishes or make something, I just rather do it myself so I didn't have a mess to deal with afterwards. But as she's getting older, I realize that, she does need to, learn certain things, and I've actually let her, do things here and there. As far as money's concerned, as far as getting money for chores, a while ago, I had her on an allowance of $5 a week, and it was hit and miss on things that were being done, and then she started asking for the money when all the chores or everything that I was putting out there she wasn't doing. So I kind of took it away. But if we go to the thrift store or wherever, I mean, if she wants something, as long as I can afford it, I pretty much get it for her because I kind of spoil her. I'm sorry. I'm a pushover.
And Dustin just said, his dad served in the Navy also, so thank you for your service.
Thank you.
How many likes are we at, Sean? Are we even getting?
I got 23 and only 23 watching so far.
Well, my side says 5 watching, so that's
Cool.
why not. Well, you gotta get 7 more likes, people. So go change. Here's an idea: go change into a different nickname. Hit the like button and return, and then we got the 30. Get 30 and get another prize.
There you go.
Or is it? No, we're supposed to hit 40, wasn't it?
Yeah, 40.
We'll hit 40. You got 30 minutes left, but we know what time it is. It's 10 o'clock. We know what 10 o'clock is.
Yep. John, you want to take that break with your?
Yeah, you go ahead and say that this is the first ever that I requested a break at 10 o'clock.
I'm going to talk about you when you leave.
Please talk about me. I'll have the door cracked, so I will definitely hear. I do want to tell everybody, I do have a YouTube channel. There's not a whole lot of new videos out there. You can definitely check them out. Check it out, Justin Starcher, Justin. Last name is Starcher. It's old videos. I definitely have some new videos coming out. I have some new ideas coming out. I have some new money-making ideas coming out. So if you want to get on the roller coaster and, put your lap bar down and hit the first hill, let's do it. I'll be back in about 4 minutes, or as Chuck Willery would say, I'll be back in 2 and 2, but I really won't be back in 2 minutes.
While Justin's going away, I will say that next week we are going to have picking profits on, and we're going to be talking. I haven't really come up with a topic, but I'm thinking about books, since that's what everybody likes to know from him. Who else do we have written down so far for?
That's what I was going to say earlier. He has to go feed his cat. I have Jack for July 5th. I'm not sure if that's confirmed or not.
Yeah, I haven't really confirmed it, but he basically said yes if we had the July 5th show. So if anybody wants to see a July 5th show, let us know now. Because tomorrow, that's the same weekend as 4th of July, so we know how everybody can get. So Justin, Sean, while he's gone for a bit, why don't you tell everybody what you picked up from your dad as you grew up, that's helping you in reselling?
Well, it definitely wasn't hard work, unfortunately. He would work 12, 16 hours every day, just about. I don't even know if he ever had days off, full days off. But, yeah, I don't know. I just basically things you should learn, how to be respectful, but I took it too far. I let people walk all over me, and then then I don't say anything until it's too late. Then I blow up. And see, he had a lot of patience. I didn't learn patience from him that much. I don't know, man. I learned a lot, but at the same time, I didn't follow through with all those lessons. So.
My dad was a carpenter, well, roofer / carpenter. So he didn't want me doing that type of work, and so he wanted me to become an accountant. But I can now see I'm not doing that either. So
yeah.
Well, it doesn't help when I'm going through accounting in school, and my junior year of school, he passes away. So actually, both parents did. So basically, everything that I was thinking about doing went out the window. I still went to college, but it's just something that I fell into it. So it wasn't that he learned, but he didn't want me doing hard work. But here, instead of picking hard work, we got to worry about cutting glass and everything else. But it's not as hard as doing the roofing on a 80-degree roof.
Yeah. Now, my dad did emergency gas service work. So he liked for houses and stuff like that. He would change meters out and all that kind of stuff. He'd respond to fires and stuff to turn the gas off and that kind of stuff. And you could always smell it when he'd come in from a fire. You're like, whoa. But yeah, we did a lot of fishing. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I remember one time they stocked a lake. We were camping at, and man, it was like every single cast we'd catch a fish. It was amazing. It was great.
Yes, I can't really say my dad taught me anything about reselling wise, and I can't really say my mother did. So I don't know where I got the desire or knowledge to do it, but
yeah, my dad always said there's no money in your own business. And I listened to him until I grew up and got a lot older, and I was like, wait a minute, well, how did the other businesses start? They had to start somewhere, but yeah.
I see we got a couple more questions for Justin when he gets back. Well, besides the one you shared, there's one from Jason Neal, too.
Jack is in the house. Southern Pickin' is in the house.
Hey, Jack. We still haven't decided if they want to have a show or not on the 5th, but we have you written down, so if you're still interested, let me know.
And hit that like button, please. Everybody.
If we can get up to that 30 mark, I think it was, 30? Or is it 40?
It was 40.
Okay. Well,
So it's 10, 20, 40. So I'm at 28.
yeah,
That's
well,
what I got so far.
we still gotta get 12 more people. That's the.
Yeah.
I had a feeling tonight might be a slow night as it is because it's Father's Day, so a lot of people are still having out dinner with their kids, or especially
Yeah,
on
it's only.
especially out in the West Coast.
It's to say, yeah, it's only 7 here, so it's sunny. So of course today's the longest day of the year, so the sun will be up longer today.
Well, today
Shortest
is
night.
the hottest day too.
It's hottest day
The hottest day so far today.
for you.
Oh, especially 103 was the high outside.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing like that here.
Tomorrow, I think it's supposed to be 102, and then Tuesday might go down to 96 if you're lucky.
Oh, but no, how? Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. My phone doesn't do that anymore. I hit
Okay,
a button one day and it all got all screwy.
all right, Sean.
Yeah.
Jackson said he'll do next week. If not, even if not on that day, he can do the next week or the one or 2 after.
On the 5th, then, right?
Yeah, so the 5th, unless nobody wants to have a 4th of July episode.
Oh, I see. Okay, cool.
So it's either the 5th, the 12th, or the 19th. One of those 3 weeks that he'll never do. So we'll shoot for the 5th, and then if we'll just do it that way. Oh, it sounds like he's back finally.
Oh yeah. Wait. Turn your camera off or something. I forgot to talk about you.
Oh, okay.
We got 2 questions for you, Justin.
Did it.
We still haven't hit that 40 like button yet because we haven't even hit 40 viewers yet. So.
All right. Well, hit the like button twice, or 5 times, or 10 times.
That doesn't work, unfortunately. Make an alias.
The first question was from Justin Neal. He was asking if you took credit cards.
If I take credit cards, as far as payment,
I was assuming so. Besides PayPal, like if you do anything like Facebook sales or for your mom or anything like that.
everything for me is PayPal or cash. I don't deal with credit cards. I mean, I
you
don't
should
know.
get PayPal here. You can take credit cards on it on your phone.
I don't know exactly how they're paying for their items. I just know that it goes through PayPal, and it's good to go.
Okay, and Brad asked you, did you go from a polywog to a shellback?
Most definitely. I definitely got my shellback card. I definitely crossed the equator, and the initiation, or the what do they call that? I guess it's initiation. Was pretty brutal. But yes, I had my shellback card. I had my plank under card, and I did cross the equator, most definitely.
Turtle Trader said, will you list for him? He just got 2 sales just now. So I think he's talking to Jack, who's said he'll be a guest next on the 5th. So.
Man, where's Nora been? Wheelie 5. She always gets a sale on every Toadcast we've ever done. I swear. Every single time. It's funny.
I want to put it out there just real quick. I don't know if I said it earlier, but thank you, Sean and Chris, for having me tonight. It has actually made me feel something that I haven't felt in a long time as far as making videos, doing live hangouts. I do miss it. The last 48 hours, I was pretty much, I don't want to say, I was looking forward to it, pretty much in a nutshell, but I can't wait to
about it last night.
I can't wait to do more. I can't wait to do more live hangouts. I can't wait to be in my own live hangout and have some fun. That's what it's all about, having fun and making money.
Treasured Vintage wants to know, what does all that mean about those cards? As a spy, she should know this. She didn't deny she wasn't a spy, so. I'm gonna get the rumor going.
I think you're talking about all your polywog to shellback cards.
Mm.
Let's know what that all means.
What does it all mean?
Yeah.
All right. A plank owner is when a ship is commissioned, if you are part of the first crew on board a ship, you are a plank owner. So when the USS Essex was LHD-2 was commissioned, I was part of the first crew aboard, and I was I can't even talk. Designated a plank owner. Shellback, if you are going on deployment, going overseas, and you cross the equator, you are a shellback.
Okay.
But you don't get actual cards for them, right? You just.
Well, I mean, they gave me a card, you know, a little. It almost looks like a Social Security card, the size of it, and it says, you know, shellback, my name, and then when I got a plank owner card, it said plank owner, my name.
Oh, cool. Okay. I was
And
thinking, it was like your man card kind of a thing, That's cool.
shellback card, plank owner card, you know.
All right. Yes. I asked Sean this, and I explained it. I said my part. Did you learn anything from your dad that helps you in the resale business?
Yeah, my dad. Did I learn anything from my dad? Most definitely. My dad was pretty much no nonsense. He pretty much put it out there from the get-go that if you want something, you're gonna have to work hard for it. You know, nothing's gonna come easy. If you want to go from point A to point B, it's just not gonna be handed to you in a silver platter. You gotta get it. I mean, and if you want to go from B to C, you got to get you have to go harder. I mean, you have to work and work. Nothing's going to be given to you. You have to have drive. You have to have ethic. You have to, you know, you have to want what you want. You pretty much have to work for whatever you want. Nothing is going to be given to you. Nothing is going to be just, okay, I'm going to open up an eBay store. I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and the money's just going to flow in just because I have an eBay store. If I wanted to right now, you know, make $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 on eBay, what I'm doing right now, I know from what my dad taught me, is not going to get there. If I want to get to $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 a month, then I'm going to bust my. I'm going to say a bad word. I'm going to bust my hump. You're going to have to. You're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to get it. I mean, it's not. It's not, you know, pastries and cream, you know, cream puffs and freaking funnel cakes. You have to go out there and get it. My dad, you know, was an honest man. He did not sugarcoat anything. If you asked him a question, he gave you an honest answer, whether you wanted to hear it or not. And, you know, he taught me that honesty is number one. He goes, you can build a community, you can build a house on honesty, whatever you want, as long as you're honest, as long as you tell the truth, as long as you work hard, you can have what you want. I mean, if you, we'll just say this, if you are where you're at now and you want more, you have to do more. If you are at $2,000 a month or $1,000 a month and you're happy with that, then that's, you know, that's awesome. But don't think that you're going to get to $2,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 a month by doing the same. You got to do more, and that's what it's all about.
Treasured Vintage, who was one of my winners, and I hope she got her tape gun, said she'll trade you a shellback for a polywog.
Say that again. I was a polywog. I don't want to do that again. I'm glad I'm a shellback.
Well, she wanted to trade you for it. The opposite.
Oh, When you're a polywog, you're pretty much. It's kind of like when you're in college and you join a fraternity and you
Wet
had
behind the ears.
yeah, and you have your initiation and all the gross and nasty stuff you have to do to become the next level. Yeah, I'm glad where I'm at. I don't want to have to go through that again. It wasn't fun. But if you go to my Facebook, I actually have some pictures on there of when I was a polywog going into a shell bat.
And we have a question from, oh, not a question, from Dustin. He says, "What was the best city you visited overseas?"
Wow. Best. I would say this, and a lot of people, you know, they're like, "Oh, you've been to Hawaii, all this," but whenever we left port, because I was stationed in San Diego, and if you look at the map and you look at the ocean, when you head out to sea, the first thing really out there is Hawaii. So we always, no matter where we were going, if we were going to Hong Kong, Singapore, if we went to Dubai, United Arab Emirates, um, wherever we were going, we always went to Hawaii first. I loved Hawaii. I actually saw, this is going to show my age a little bit, but the OJ trial I actually saw in Hawaii. I was at a bar in Hawaii while the white Bronco was going down the street as the cops were chasing them. So, Hawaii, without a doubt.
Okay, I see we're at 28 viewers. I don't think we're going to hit that 40 likes, and I know you got 2 more prizes, so you went.
Well, if we get 35, I'll do another one.
Okay, well then.
We should be we're at 34, so.
So get that one more viewer in and get them to hit that like button, people.
There, I think that's. Let me see.
How many watches do we have?
As of right now, 29 is showing, but.
All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'll give out, since we only have, I guess, 12 minutes left, if we're doing an hour and a half, what I would do is I will give out one more prize at the very end, and then, and Chris, you're going to have to put on your seatbelt and wait, and Sean, you're going to have to wait. You're going to have to help me out with this, because it will happen, because people will see this video over time. People that weren't, they might have been out for dinner for Father's Day, they might have been camping, they might have been hunting, they might have been fishing, who knows what they were doing. But you will get views on this. When Chris gets 100 likes on this, it could be in a week, it could be 2 weeks, it could be 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month. I will give out a prize. And it won't be it won't be, it will be something nice. You get my man Chris here that was nice enough to put me on the show, 100 thumbs up, I will give out a sweet prize.
And just
I'm not talking about Twizzlers. I'm talking about a sweet prize. That if you get it, you can use it, or you can turn it and flip it, without a doubt.
I want to let everybody else know. The last time you were on in October, you so far, out of the views that we've gotten, that I can tell, are the most liked videos so far at 85 likes. So you're trying to break your own record.
Yes. I have the guy here from Guinness Book of World Record, and if I hit 100, I get a certificate. So no, I'm just joking. But yeah, if you get my man here, Chris, the walking picker, he is on here every Sunday. I think besides maybe a couple of Sundays here and there because of whatever reason. But 9 times out of 10, my man Chris here is on his show every Sunday. You get my man here 100 thumbs up, and I'm going to send you a freaking awesome prize, without a doubt.
And we have another question, statement from Dustin. He says, so since you're a single father, working and picking, what is the best part of your life currently?
All right, I need that one more time because it broke up a little bit. Sorry.
He wants to know since you're a single father, working and picking, what is the best part of your life currently?
The best part of my life. All right. The best part of my life currently and will probably be forever is spending time with my daughter. And I'll give you a little bit of an example. When my daughter is here, I mean, it is nonstop. I mean, it is, Daddy, I want to do this. Daddy, I want to do that. The typical, 8, 9-year, 10-year-old child, 13, whatever. And when her mom picked her up today, I sat down and I was like, whew. But 5 minutes after I sat down, I was like, when can I see my daughter again? I need to figure out something that I can see my daughter before the time, that I'm supposed to see my daughter. So tomorrow, and this will go, you can use this. I do anything I can to save a nickel. So my daughter's mother trash service is every Monday morning. Okay? I don't pay for trash. She doesn't have enough trash to fill up her can, so I take my trash and I put it in her can. And she knows it. And she's fine with it. So, I'm like, okay, well, tomorrow I can take my trash over there early in the morning and I can see my daughter. Whatever I got to do. My daughter is number one. She is, she's everything. Anything I do, everything, whatever, it's for her. If I need a correction in my life or I need to take steps to do something more or better for her, then I'm going to do it, to make sure that she has and gets what she needs. So I know this is a Father's Day show, and I know we kind of went left when we should have went straight, but for the most part, my daughter's number one. She is my everything, and if she honestly came in the door right now, she knows I like making YouTube videos, and she knows I like selling on eBay. But if she said, "Hey, Dad, I want you to, stop making YouTube videos, and I want you to stop selling on eBay," I'd probably shut her down. I honestly would. So, but she knows that it's a joy in me. She knows that I get excited and I have fun doing it. She knows that when we're sitting here playing games and she hears a cha-ching, she's like, "Ooh, Daddy's got money. Daddy made money." So, it's all about my daughter, everything I do. And I want to do more. I want to do more for my daughter. I don't want her to want for anything. When she gets older, we got college coming up in about 10 years. I'm definitely going to have to step up my game. So, as far as Father's Day is concerned, I am blessed to have my beautiful daughter. She is my number one. Everybody knows that. My family knows that. My girlfriend knows that. And I'm sure Sean knows that. Chris knows that. And everybody in the picker community knows that. Happy Father's Day. And I am blessed to have my daughter. And I would do whatever I have to do to make sure that our ship, me and my daughter's ship, sails straight. And that we don't list. I'll do a Navy term here. We don't list to the left or to the right, which is also an eBay term. List, list, list. You have to list.
Hey, Justin, Sean, did we hit 35?
Yes.
We have one more gift to give away there, Justin. So what's your question for it? And while you're looking for your prize and coming up with your question, Happy Housewife, it's a great show. Thanks so much, Justin.
Well, everybody out there is very welcome. I hope, everybody enjoyed it. I like to, it's just my personality. I'm a little animated. I'm a little over the top, but it's me. And it is who I am. So, I don't know what the next, I know what the next prize is, but I don't know how we're going to get there. So, let me think real quick. Let me think.
Well, I have a question if you want me to ask it.
Yes, hit it.
And it's not the one that I used in my first prize. Justin has another saying that he used to say in all his videos. It wasn't by the at the end of the day one. What is his other saying?
Motivational saying. I don't know if anybody's gonna get that one.
Well, they're going to have to hit the videos, because if you hit the videos, if you hit the Justin Starcher videos, then you'll see it. Because I
Yep.
usually say it at the end of probably the last few videos. Maybe not the very last video, but the ones before that I said it.
And while Sean is looking for the answer, we have another question, one last question. So you're getting your last question in, plus you're getting a last prize in. Jason, you asked, what is the most expensive item you have ever sold online?
Wow, that's a good question. The most expensive item I sold online. It's between two. It was either a Harley. Oh, you know what? I know what it is. Are we talking about online, just in general?
He says
Is it eBay or is it anything?
he just says online.
Okay. A buddy of mine, a couple of years ago, probably about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, was selling a car. He wanted to sell it. He didn't want the hassle of, the run around, whatever. He's like, look, I want you to sell my car. This is what you do. You're good at it. He's like, this is what I want. Anything over what my asking price is, you can keep for yourself. So he met me in the parking lot at work one day. I took 7 photos of his car, and I would say within a week or 10 days, he wanted $2,000 for it. I sold it for $2,200. I took $200, myself, and it was a 2002 Volkswagen Jetta.
Okay, well, still guessing on the answer to the question. Now we don't know if we're gonna have we're gonna get it. And yes, Sean, you put the right answer in our chat.
All right. We got who let the dogs out? We got do or do not. There is no try.
Well, Miss Pixelot is close.
Do what you do.
She's close in well, actually no, maybe not. I
was going to say I had many sayings, but there's one out there that they're looking for.
Let's see.
And by the way, my girlfriend told me to tell everybody hello.
Hello.
Hello back. You can tell that everybody wanted to see her today.
Yeah, and when I went outside and we had our little break, she was like, not a chance.
Have him stop drinking Corona Light.
Oh.
Oh, Miss Pixelot is definitely close now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why the first one I said she was close too.
Yeah.
Oh, let's put it this way. She has one word of his saying right, well, partially right. I'll give that hint. Let's see. While they're still guessing and trying to win this,
just real quick, while we are in kind of limbo here, waiting for the right answer to come through, I want to let everybody know that me, myself, and I, with eBay, when you're selling on eBay, and there's a certain.
Somebody got it?
Yep. Sorry, Justin.
No, you're fine. When you're selling on eBay, that a lot of times, you will list 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 items, and you never know when those, you know, you never know when you're going to sell that item. It could be, you could have 2 or 3 sales a day. You could have 1 sale a month. You just never know. So I do want to let people know right now that my name is Justin Starcher, JUSTIN STARCHER. You can find that out on Facebook. You can find it out on YouTube. But starting tomorrow morning, I am going to cross paths on a different venture. People are going to see me do something totally different that you've never even thought that I would do, or I don't know, but it's going to be crazy. And tomorrow morning it will start. I promise you, I will make a video tomorrow morning, and you will see it. And people are going to be like, "Oh, really?" A lot of people will be like, "Oh, really?" But I am reselling. I'm a reseller. I'm going to continue to resell. But there is something that I am starting tomorrow morning that is going to be epic. And it can also make you a lot of money. That's what I'm going to just put out there. It can make you a lot of money. I know a lot of people on here on Chris's channel that watch it religiously every week is about reselling, making money. I'm going to show you something starting tomorrow morning that can make you some even more money. I mean, you can do eBay on this side, and you can do what I'm going to do tomorrow on the other side. And it's all about making money. The more money you have, I mean, you know, what's wrong with more money? So while my eBay items are in my store, sitting there waiting for somebody to pluck them out, I'm going to do something else to make money while those items are sitting there marinating, waiting for somebody to pick them.
And we have a winner. Barn Junkie won your prize, so why don't you show him what he wins?
Barn Junkie. Now, this item for Barn Junkie is going to be perfect for Barn Junkie because I'm picking this item right now because I like the name Barn Junkie. And this item it's brand new, and you can probably use it. I hope you, you know, are a handyman. I hope that you like to use tools. I hope that you're looking for that extra hold in your life, if you know what I'm talking about. So, Barn Junkie, this is what you got. You're going to get another chin shot here. Here you go.
More chin hair.
This is, right now, this is a 14-piece spring clamp. It's got 14 pieces. It can hold your life together. It can hold your money. It can hold your life. It can hold your furniture. It can hold your clothes, whatever you want. If you want to, you know, hold your turbo roaster next to the oven, it can hold your turbo roaster. So this right here is going out to Turbo Junkie. Make sure you send Chris or Sean your email address. Get it back to me. Not your email address, I'm sorry, your regular address, so I can ship it out to you, and you're going to get it. Brand new in the package, 14-piece spring clamp set, different sizes. It's yours.
Awesome. That's a good prize right there.
Woo! I got one more. Come on, can we stay a little longer so I can get this last prize out? This
Your girlfriend first.
Yeah, that's negative. My next prize. How many likes and watches are we up to?
I got 28 viewers showing. We hit 31 at the highest while we were waiting for the likes.
Okay. So how about if I do this? How about if I show the prize, and then when we hit 100 likes, I'll send it out.
Okay.
All right?
Go ahead, show it.
All right.
That'll give people incentive to blast their friends with the video.
So, I mean, yeah, people, I mean, if you're out there and you support my man Chris here, Chris, I'm not going to put out his last name, but the Walking Picker every Sunday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, 8 Central, 7 Western, or what's that, West
Mountain,
whatever.
6 o'clock Pacific.
Yeah, all those times. Share the video, like the video, hit the thumbs up on the video, show this man support. He's here every Sunday. Whether you want him here or not, he's here every Sunday. He's going to be here every Sunday. He's going to be here for probably the next 5 years. All right?
Oh.
So definitely show my man some love. Let's get 100 thumbs up. And I got a question right now for you, Chris.
Yes.
If you get to 100 thumbs up, can you tell who the 100th person was? Yes or no?
No.
No, you can't.
Okay. So I was going to say the 100th person would get the prize. So
Well, what we can do is, if we get to that 100 likes, when we get it, not if,
right.
we'll have you back on, and we'll pick a winner then.
Oh my God,
That
that's a
night.
lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure. But I'm going to tell you right now, Chris, you're going to hit 100. You're not going to hit 100 because of me. You're not going to hit 100 because of Sean. You're going to hit 100 because of you, brother. You are here every Sunday. You bring it every Sunday. I mean, that's all I can say. I mean, you're on eBay. You're doing your thing. The show. I mean, if you start from the beginning to now, I mean, did you ever expect that you would be here? Probably so, because you know what you can do.
Well, why don't you show them what the prize is so you can...
I mean, are you? I mean, okay. So the prize is, here we go. The prize for 100 thumbs up. This is a brand new item. I bought this item to resell. This item right now has, I want to say, a pretty good view amount, and it has a watch on it right now. But as soon as this is over with, I'm going to delete it from my listings. I will take it down, and if for some odd reason some crazy person wants to buy it in the next 30 seconds or whatever, I can get another one. It's not a big deal. But this is a pretty good item, especially if you like to hunt, if you like to fish, if you like to bird watch, if you like to go to the beach and look at the ships, whatever you like to do. What I got here for you, brand new in the box, we're talking a Vivitar 4x30 pair of handheld mini binoculars. We're not talking about the things that you walk into the store and you see it's a dollar item. Now, this item isn't uber expensive, but this item is, it's got some resale value to it. But what it is, it's a Vivitar 4x30 set of binoculars.
Heck yeah.
All right, 4x30 set of binoculars. I'm going to take the listing down. I'm going to set it off to the side. When we get to 100 views, the item is yours.
Barn Junkie says, getting into furniture restoration and repurposing, definitely can use the clamps. That's perfect.
That's what I'm talking about. And that kind of stuff right there, even, of course, if somebody would have bought it, they would have bought it for, that kind of purpose. But that I can bring it to this show and somebody actually, I'm giving a prize out and they can actually use it. I mean, that's awesome.
Well, with all that said, any last-minute questions? I said the last question was earlier.
Nope, don't see any.
Well, I didn't have to go a little over, so I'm glad we did. Justin, I want to thank you for being on.
Well, I want to thank you, Chris, and I want to
Thank you.
And I want to thank Sean. Anytime you need me on here to talk or ramble or be a space filler or whatever you need, I am definitely here for you two, because y'all have definitely been here for me. So the flashlight, the Twizzlers, the clamps, and the binoculars are going out. Sean, Chris, send me their addresses. They're going out. And happy Father's Day, everybody.
Sorry, the binoculars aren't going out yet.
Well, they're not going out, but they will be going out, because
They will be, yeah.
Sure,
So there's no confusion.
I am sure that Chris will hit 100. It might not be today. It might not be tomorrow. It might be a month from now. But he will definitely get it. Somebody out there will definitely get it. Once he hits 100, we'll have a contest prize, whatever. We'll figure out something, and we'll go there. Happy Father's Day.
Awesome.
Thanks to all the men and women out there that are serving. Don't forget, believe in yourself, and have a great evening. Thank you again.
And don't forget, next week we are having Picking Profits on, talking about books. Sean?
Thanks so much, everybody. Happy Father's Day. Again, thanks to all the men and women, past, present, and future. in the armed forces. And that includes the Coast Guard, too. You'd be surprised what those buddies can do.
Coast Guard.
Yeah. And yeah, just thanks for joining us. Check out, I forgot to say earlier, Cool Toads Pad on Facebook as well.
And don't forget to check out my man Chris here, Walking Picker. And I'm sure you're checking him out already because you're already on here. But don't forget to check me out, Justin Stunty, Justin, on Facebook, Justin Starcher on YouTube. If you have any questions, I would definitely get the answer back to you. And look for a show coming up to you in the future. It's going to be rapid fire. I will take your phone calls, and I will answer your questions live on the air. So if you have anything bad to say, don't say it online because I'm not good. Usually when you say something bad on a radio station, they can beep you out. I'm not going to have time to do it. So I'm hoping everybody will bring their best behavior and let's have some fun with it. It's probably not going to happen for a couple of weeks, but it will definitely be happening. It will be a 30 to 45, maybe an hour show every week, rapid fire. Give me your phone calls. I'll give you my answers, and we'll have a good time. Bye.
Awesome.
See you all next week. And don't forget all the shows this coming week. Profit Talk, Green Room, Meet and Greet, and Collector's Catacomb, plus plenty of others that I don't know their exact timing, so I can't give you the names. Talk to you all later.